I'm Ronnie. Let's look at this new construction house. Today we're looking at a new construction house in Lexington, South Carolina. This is 282 Summer Orchard Drive. Again, that's Lexington, South Carolina, 29072. This house is currently priced at $329,900. The builder is Stanley Martin. I'm actually very familiar with this floor plan. It's one of my favorite floor plans that Stanley Martin builds. This house is 4 bedrooms. It's 2.5 bathrooms. It is still for sale. Let me go ahead and just show you the street really quick because I always do that. You can see the new construction that is going on down here at this end. I think this is what is going to be the final phase of the neighborhood. I'm not positive, but I think it is just based off of how everything's laid out in here. So they're building down that road. And then if you just drove down this road and you went straight, you would essentially get to the front of the neighborhood. One thing, and I said this in my other video of a house I did in here that was a resale, you are so close to I-20 in this neighborhood that if your commute entails getting on I-20, you're literally, I don't know, 5 minutes from the freeway entrance from here. So yeah, and this is the final phase, now that I'm looking at my notes, of the neighborhood. Of course, you have this porch right here. You can get a couple chairs. This is actually a very nice space. Besides that construction, this is a very quiet street. So once this final phase is done, hopefully it will be this quiet. I like how you have an outlet here for your yearly decorations, or if you want to put a little fountain there. You do have some power, which is nice. This is a vinyl sided home and it is on a slab. This is the Hollins floor plan. A lot of times people watch my videos because they're researching different floor plans by the builders. So again, this is the Hollins floor plan by Stanley Martin. Opens up to this nice hallway. This is very warm and welcoming to your guests. I like this foyer and the way it just kind of walks you towards the main living area, which this opens up to here. But of course, before you get to that, off the hallway, you have one of the 4 bedrooms. Now, this would be a great home office. Of course, it'd also be a very nice guest room as well. Let me go ahead and take a step back here. But again, I think that this would be a really good home office more than anything. I'll show you the closet because everybody wants to see the closets. Your good standard closet right there. Across from this bedroom, you have a beautiful bathroom. I love the counter choice that they picked here, and you'll see it again throughout the home. Really, really, really pretty. I love the black hardware on the cabinets. You have tiled bathroom floors, which is always a nice feature. I love that this is a full bathroom, so if you do have a guest staying in this room, they have access to a full bathroom. They don't have to go upstairs or anything like that. In between the bedroom and the bathroom, you have a linen closet. And then turn it back around. There's your staircase. And then this again opens up to the main living area. Really big space. You have a nice ceiling fan there. And then across, you have the kitchen. I love the countertops. Again, this is what they have in the bathrooms. It's here in the kitchen as well. It's really pretty. I love the tiled backsplash. I think that's a really neat shape. You have a gas range. Everybody loves a gas range, at least for the most part. You have the microwave above the stove. And of course, this is where your refrigerator would go right here. And then coming down this way, and I'm going to come back to the kitchen and show you some more details, but you have a mudroom area kind of drop zone. And if I'm not mistaken, this is an additional storage space under the closet. It is, yep. I remember when my client bought this floor plan. And then this, of course, is where your garage is. So you have a good sized 2-car garage. This is, to me, the standard in terms of the new developments and the builders. You guys hear me talk about this a lot, but this is a good example of your standard 2-car garage by your builder. Not finished, they don't paint these, but what's nice about it is they paint where all the studs are, so it's easy for you to hang shelves and hooks and anything you'd want to hang in these garages. Of course, there's your electrical panel, your power source for your doorbell. That is the control for your tankless water heater. This is your garage opener, and you have the fancy app so you can control your garage from wherever you are. And then here is your water that's coming in and out of the house right there. Or I should just say come into the house, not out of the house. All right, let's go back inside the house, show you some more details. Coming back into this kitchen, Let's check out, you have cabinets underneath the island, obviously on this side as well. More and more cabinets. And then coming back up here, cabinets, cabinets. So lots of good storage. Show you that island. Now, what's this door over here? Well, you luck out because this door is a pantry and it's a good size too. This is a nice walk-in pantry, shelving, and there you go. I wish they would just start adding that additional shelf up there because they just don't, and there's a totally room for another shelf up there. So you could add shelving. Let's look at this area again. This is a big, big room. Definitely got a big TV on that wall. But where I'm standing is kind of, this is where your dining table would go, right? So you'd have your dining table and then of course your living room. I'm gonna do something different because it is kind of weird weather today. While I'm standing at the back door, I'm gonna show you the backyard. Again, it is a quiet day out here. I appreciate that very much. So here's your backyard. It backs up to a little bit of a wooded area. I think there might be something behind there, but you do have privacy towards the rear of the property, which is really, really nice. You can definitely see you have neighbors next to you, but of course you can put a fence in. Just want to go through the HOA and figure out what type of fence you can put in. This is a little bit more distance between the two houses than you normally see in the developments. They're not all the same. Give you a shot at that. So yeah, you do have a slope here going in the backyard, a little bit of a hill. You know, I say try to use that to your advantage, maybe put some gardening beds, get creative with the space. But you do also have a good amount of flat yard here as well. Put a play structure, maybe some things out here for the kids, plenty of room for a dog, plenty of room for kids to play. At least this is graded in a way where hopefully that water comes down here. You can kind of see this, and it just travels that way. So we want to get water away from the house, right? So it looks like it's actually graded on this side as well. You do have full gutters on this house, extended patio for your grill, for your smoker. You already have a covered area. Maybe you can screen that in. It's already almost there for you. And then show you this side as well. There's your AC, there's your gas, there's your tankless water heater. There's another outlet. I appreciate a good outlet location. So you got one right there by the back door. So good sized backyard. And now let's check out the upstairs to this house. You have a really pretty primary bedroom. Before we go upstairs, show you this linen, or excuse me, I should say coat closet right off the entry. And let's go check this out. So you have 2 bedrooms with a full bath, and then you have a primary suite. Let's go see the primary. Show you guys all the good stuff first. Good size room. I like the tray ceiling, nice big ceiling fan. You have that view of the woods in the backyard from here, which is really, really nice. You can definitely get a California King in here, big TV, furniture, and then here's your bathroom. Very, very pretty. That countertop I like so much continues in here. That black hardware, pretty gray tile around the tub. Big, big soaking tub. And then of course your walk-in shower. You have a glass shelf there. You also have a bench, which is always appreciated. They're still in the middle of, this house is pretty much completed, but you can tell they just have some punch list items. So you might see some builder items while you're watching the video. Linen closet. And then here you go with a walk-in closet. Right-hand side, lots of room. Left-hand side, lots of room. Really, really good size walk-in closet. And then let's go show you those 2 bedrooms and that full bathroom, rounding out the entire Hollins floor plan. So coming out of here, you have your laundry room, which has a door, so you don't have to listen to the washer or dryer. And then this goes around the corner, down a hallway. 2 bedrooms. Here's number 1. I'll always tell you guys if I feel like the rooms are a little small. We've gotten lucky recently. I feel like the video I did earlier today, and then this one, these are good sized rooms. You have a little bit of a walk-in closet. It is technically a walk-in closet, but the room is a good size. There is that hall bath. I'll show you that in a moment. And then this bedroom This feels smaller than the one I was just in. Still a decent size. Definitely big enough for a kid's room, guest room, whatever it may be. Decent sized bedroom. And then of course you have a walk-in closet here as well. Looks like you might have a scuttle access here for the attic. People sometimes want to see this stuff. Yeah, you're really just able to access the attic there. That's all that is. Okay, so then after this bedroom, we'll take a look here at this bathroom. 2 sinks, which is really convenient. The kids can get ready at the same time. This is a nice big shower tub combo. Very clean and just looks really good actually coming on in here. There's that beautiful countertop again. And then that wraps out the Hollins floor plan. Yes, I do help clients buy new construction all the time. In fact, I help a lot of clients that are moving here from all around the country buy new construction. I know the different builders, I know the different floor plans, and I know all the different developments. Reach out to me. All my contact information is in the description of this video. I'd be happy to help you.